Hi, guys. Dawn Shannon here, and this is Wisdom Wednesday. So, this week is Atomic Habits rule number 3. And there's a lot to go over this week, so I want to get right into it. Rule number 3 with Atomic Habits on how to create a good habit is make it easy. So, law number 3.1 is reduce friction. We are motivated to do what's easy. So the easier something is, the more likely you are to actually do it. So make your habits easy so you'll do them without much effort or resistance. Redesign your life so the actions that matter most are the easiest to do. Law number 3.2 says prime the environment. Make your environment ready for you to create good habits. So if you want to eat healthy in the morning, then lay out as much stuff as you can the night before that will help you to walk into your kitchen and see that in the morning and go, oh yeah, I was going to make a smoothie this morning. So pull out the blender, pull out as many things as you can to go into that smoothie that don't need to be refrigerated, of course, and leave those out on the counter overnight so that when you wake up in the morning, you see it and there's your healthy habit ready to go. You're priming your environment. Law number 3.3 says master the decisive moment. Make small choices that will deliver an outsized thing versus hitting the snooze will help you to get up and get your day going. If you want to create a habit of going to the gym every morning, lay your clothes out. Make a decision to get up out of the bed right when that alarm goes off, put on your clothes and go. This leads me into law 3.4, which is the 2-minute rule. It says downscale your habits until they can be done in 2 minutes or less. Think about brushing your teeth. We brush our teeth in the morning, in the evening at least, and that's a 2-minute ordeal. It's easy. We do it routinely every day. So think about the other habits in your life that you can make. Narrow down your choices, narrow down the decision making to 2 minutes or less. So this says, be careful when starting a new habit because we can become overexcited and try to do too much too soon. I see that all the time with my clients. There's so much to get done. They have such great ambition and ideas and vision for what they want their business to look like. They want their future to look like. And they're like, I have to get it all done right now. It is physically impossible to get it all done right now, isn't it? So please take those big goals and break it down into the steps, step by step by step, that you will need to do to get that goal accomplished. And each step, make the very first one so easy to do that it'll get you jump started right away. Less than 2 minutes to do that task, which will lead to the next task that will hopefully take 2 minutes or less, which will lead to the next task, 2 minutes or less. Just keep stacking those tasks on 2 minutes each and get started. So I'm checking my notes here to make sure. So it says, if you'd like to meditate daily but feel disappointed when you sit down for a 10-minute meditation session and you feel your mind drifting off, start with 2 minutes. Sometimes it's starting that habit and doing it for at least 2 minutes repetitively so you can get used to the routine. Okay, figure out what works for you. Make it easy. There are so many people that don't go to the gym, that don't meditate, that don't pray, that don't read their Bible, that don't read, period, every day because they think they have to sit down and read a whole book at once. That's not the case. Sit down, set a timer, 2 minutes, just do it daily so that you build that habit. Whatever it is, journaling, maybe it's writing in your journal, 2 minutes, set a timer, do it daily, see how it feels after a week, after 2 weeks, after 3 weeks. It takes so many days. Some people says it takes 21 days to build a habit where it just becomes routine. So maybe for the next 21 days, you're setting a timer to read for 2 minutes every day, if that's something that's important to you. Even if it's getting up and walking for 2 minutes every day, you're moving. You're doing more than you did before. So the 2-minute rule, I love that. Law 3.5 says automate your habits. Invest in technology or one-time purchases that lock in future behavior. So some of his examples he used were buying smaller plates so that you eat less. That is a great way to reduce your calories and lose weight. What about setting up an automatic monthly transfer that takes money from your checking and puts it directly into savings? Even if it's something as small as $25 a month, that will be something that you rarely even notice. It's coming out and going into savings, and you're building up your savings. It's automated. What about bill pay? Set up auto bill pay. It saves you so much stress and time. Those bills are automatically paid. You never have late fees again. Now, on the flip side of rule number 3 is how to break bad habits. This one is make it difficult. So before we were making it easy, now we're going to make it difficult. So Law 3.6 says increase friction. Increase the number of steps between you and your bad habits. One of the examples he mentioned was removing the TV from your bedroom. That will prevent you from getting in bed and flipping on a TV and having all that stimulus right before going to bed. You take the TV out of your bedroom, you go to bed, you turn the lights out, maybe you read for that 2 minutes, you go to bed, you go to sleep. Do that routinely, removing the friction or increasing the friction to remove those things from your life that you don't like that you do, the bad habits that are not serving you. Create friction around that. Law 3.7, use a commitment device. It says restrict your future choices to the ones that benefit you. One of the things he talked about was somebody he knew bought an outlet timer. I think this is brilliant. So the outlet timer, you plug in your internet router to it, you set it for a certain time of day to go off. It goes off, all the internet is done for the day, everybody knows it's time to go to bed. Wow, wouldn't that be a game changer with our kids? You would definitely have some resistance in that in the beginning, wouldn't you? But it would be a good reminder like, hey, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, whatever time that is, it's time to get off our devices, wind down, and get ready for bed. I love an app called the Forest app. This was brought to my attention by another lady that I met in a networking event. So you download the Forest app, Forest, on your phone. And what it does is you set a timer to do a certain task. So let's say you have a task, you want to spend 20 minutes on that task and not get distracted by your phone and social media. So you download the app, you set your timer for 20 minutes, you set your phone down. As you're working away, it's growing a little forest. But when you pick up your phone and you start looking at social media or doing anything else on your phone, it actually says, hey, get back to work. It just has little things like that, little sayings to help you get back on track. So I hope you can grow your forest as you grow your business. Thanks everyone for hopping on today. I'm Dawn Shannon. This is Wisdom Wednesday, and I look forward to seeing you next week where I round out the book Atomic Habits. Until then, have a great week.